Hi, this is Trepacer. Welcome to my In Bed vlog for the Saturday, the 14th of June, 2025. Hope everybody had a good week. It was a little wacky weather. It's raining today. It's actually pretty nice the later part of the week, but now, it's been raining kind of on and off today. And I know the Met game is, I think they delayed it. I think they're playing now. Got to check because I think, they had a 4 o'clock game, but I think they delayed it, pushed it back because of the rain. And it's not raining right now, so I think they probably put the game in. Anyway, I just wanted to. I uploaded the Superman trailer, which the final trailer, I guess, or the ticket buying trailer, on the that's a last video I put on this channel. But I wanted to also I got to buy my tickets. The day the tickets were available, I just couldn't because I was at work, unfortunately, so I couldn't get tickets. The 8th. Well, I think that was the 8th of July is when the early screenings for people that have part of Amazon Prime, and I'm an Amazon Prime member, but I checked and those tickets are sold out. I looked at 34th Street, 42nd Street. I usually go to the AMC Theater on 42nd Street, but I can go to 34th Street every once in a while. I haven't think I've been there in a long time, but both those seats, all the IMAX screenings were sold out, which I kind of expected. So I'm gonna buy my tickets. I'm gonna be on vacation that week anyway, so I'll probably go see the movie Friday and Saturday. I'll probably do that anyway. So I'll just probably get there, relax the seats, and I'll probably try to see it in IMAX on either Friday or Saturday. And like I said, I'm off those days, so I can go in the daytime, which I should be able to get tickets for those. But I know IMAX screenings are going to be packed, and then I'll see as long as I get the reclining seats, I'm good. And I'm looking forward to this movie so bad. Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna go see it twice, opening week, and probably maybe the next week after, just to try to get this movie. I want this movie to make a lot of money, enough so they can continue on with the DC studios and stuff. And again, I got full faith in James Gunn. From what I've seen of this movie and stuff, it looks really good, and I can't wait to check it out. I know a lot of people are gonna cosplay and all that stuff, but and I used to do on my old channel. I used to do a lot more. Well, not my old channel. On this channel, I used to have a lot more guests on this channel. I don't do that as much as I used to, but you never know. I may have to invite a special guest for the review of the Superman movie that's coming out. I'm thinking more or less that there'll probably be a review by a special guest. I think he also did a review of Batman and Batman v Superman as well. I think that I just have to call him up and make sure he's available, because I know he's going to be pretty busy with that movie coming out. But okay, but I think you're going to see that guy. He's going to make an appearance on the for the review. Like I said, I'm going to go see it. He'll probably go see it as well. So, but anyway, I gotta again buy my tickets for that. I'm trying to get my tickets early for the. Sometimes I know Thursday they do have early screenings on Thursday as well. So I don't know if I do it Thursday, but I'm definitely going to do it Friday and Saturday. Definitely go see it then. I was looking through some old papers there, and I still have my ticket. That's when I used to print the ticket out for Batman v Superman, and also for when Star Wars: The Force Awakenings, when I went to see. I got my tickets ahead of time and stuff. So, but now I'm a part of AMC stuff, so I can put it on my phone when I order and I know you can order it through Fandango and all that stuff. But anyway, I can't wait to see this movie again. And I was thinking if I can do a breakdown of the trailer it's a 2-minute trailer. I don't know if I should do a breakdown of it, but I think I may. Okay, I've been watching videos of people how I can do like a reaction video on OBS, and I can get my face in the picture. Like before, when I did my review of the breakdown of the trailers of the teaser trailer and then the official trailer, I did it on Wondershare for More, and I did it without, I just did a voiceover over it. But I think I may be able to do it with OBS, because I was, practicing, I was putting the video to watch on my iPad and actually doing it on my computer and stuff. And I think I got the hang of it, so I may do it that way. So I may do that tomorrow. But anyway, I also, I've been trying to, believe it or not, I forgot my password for my old computer that's right next to my new computer. It's because it's been such a long time since I signed in on my old computer, but I forgot the password. I know a little bit of it. I just, for some, like I said, I don't know why I didn't write it down. I think I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't see, like, I have my passwords written, say a lot of my passwords on my phone, but the password for my old computer, my HP there, I don't know, because I used to be on it so much, it would, it was like muscle memory that you could remember to sign in on it. But for some reason, I just can't remember it. I think it was a couple of months ago that I used it, and I just can't remember it. I know it begins with an H, A, L. I just can't, for some reason, I just can't. I'm drawing up. I even tried to change my Microsoft password, but the thing is, my old computer was tied into my old password. Excuse me, not old password, my old email address, which I don't use Optimum. I had my Optimum email when I had Cablevision, but I got rid of that a long time ago. So and besides, I also the emails got like way too. I let the emails go way too long, and they got to be so ridiculous that I couldn't. I even tried to like delete them, like to highlight and delete them all. It was like way too much, and I just said, you know what? I just switched everything to my opened up a Gmail account, and I just didn't even go back looking on my Optimum email. I think I even tried to call them to try to get them to delete the account and then sign back in, but I don't think they ever did it. So, like I said, I have a Gmail account now, so I'll just do that. And I don't know, for some reason, I gotta find it, because I know I had these 2 sheets of paper that I used to write down like basically every password that I ever had, and I don't know what I did with that sheet of paper. I thought because I cleaned up my room and all that stuff, but I thought I kept those 2 sheets of paper. But you think I would have kept them somewhere close where I could remember, where I could actually easily, access them. But for some reason I don't see it anywhere here. But I got to look around a little bit more and see if I can find it. But I think I know the password. It's just, like I said, it's been a while since I had to type it in. I gotta try to remember it, because if not, I'm trying to go by Microsoft, and they're telling you that if you forgot your computer password and your old recovery email is no longer valid, in my case, which is true, you'll need to reset your password using a different method. For Windows computers, you can try the I forgot my password option on the login screen, or use a window installation media to access the Windows recovery environment if you have one. If those fail, you may need to reset your computer to factory settings, which will erase your data, which I don't want to do. I don't want to have to do that, but I may have to do that. And I may, I may do that anyway, just because my old computer has a bunch of crap on it that I don't really use anymore. So I think I may just do that anyway. Then I can always go back to it and just put new stuff. So wipe it out anyway and make it a new computer. So I may do it. But first, I'm gonna look and see if I can reset it. If I can't, I'll just do the factory reset thing on my old computer, because I really, like I said, I haven't used it for anything really. The only thing I had on there, I had my IP vanish password on there. That's the only thing everything else on there basically can be wiped out. I don't really give a crap that all the stuff that's on there, because I use my new computer more all the time. So I think what I may do is do a factory reset, so that way I can, so basically it'll be like me having a new computer, and I'll just, make the password up, and I'll save it on my, save it on my phone. Again, like my friend told me to do, make sure you save your passwords on your phone. And I have a notes thing, and I keep all my passwords on there, which is the proper way to do it, because I used to keep them on little pieces of paper, and keep them in my wallet, my old wallet, which was a disaster. It was all wrinkly and stuff until I finally bought a new wallet, which is nice and compact. Okay, which is nice and compact, and has everything nice, and got my credit cards here, my ID, and all that stuff, my medical cards and all that stuff, and me and my cash and all that stuff. So this this wallet is nice and compact, because my old wallet, forget it. My old wallet was a living nightmare. You should trust me, you didn't want to see that old wallet that I had. So I'm glad I bought this new wallet and stuff. But anyway, so if I do that, because basically what I was gonna try to do is download Sinners and maybe the 2 Fantastic Four movies. Now, when I say the Fantastic Four movies, I mean the Jessica Alba ones and Chris Evans. Those, because I haven't watched those in a while, and I could react to those before the Fantastic Four movie, the current one, comes out. I think I want to do that. So I downloaded a copy of Sinners on here, but unfortunately it had this, the stupid company logo on it, which is stupid. I guess the people that download it, they put their stupid. So I think it's a gambling site, and they put their stupid logo on it. So that way, which is stupid. So that way, it's all it's a good copy, but it's that stupid logo all over it, which is stupid. I want to get the digital copy, I guess, that it doesn't have that stupid logo on it. Okay, because I think if I put that up, obviously Warner Bros. Will see that and say, wait a minute, this is a rip-off copy of our movie. Okay, and and block it. So I have to. That's why I was trying to go to another site, which I may go to on this computer. I may just put IP Vanish on this computer. Okay, I got my I have IP Vanish on my my Cube, and my stepfather has it on his Cube. And I think we can for IP Vanish, you can put it on a couple of accounts because I have it on my old computer, and then I have it on the Cube Fire Cube and my stepfather's Fire Cube. So I think you can put it on. I think you put it on 3 or 4 accounts or something like that. So what I will do is, if I can't get the password to get back in there, my old computer, I'm just going to wipe everything out and wipe everything out. Go to factory settings, and then I can put everything back on that I want to put on my old computer. I can put IP Vanish on there. I can put Norton. I have Norton antivirus on this computer. I can put that on that computer as well. And I got one to share for more and stuff in OBS. And I can put that stuff on my new computer, and then just get the new password, and this time, like I said, I'll put it on my phone. So, but I can remember it's HALS. I think it's HAL 56. Yeah, I think it's HALS 56 RT. I think an apostrophe. So, but I'll look at it. Like I said, I'll give it a shot. And if I forget my password, thing doesn't work, I'm just going to factory reset it, because, like I said, my old computer, I don't really use it for anything. Okay, and so wiping it out and wiping it clean and starting fresh with it, it's not a big deal to me, actually. And I could put, like I said, I can put my Norton antivirus on it, and I can put the IP Vanish on there, and a couple of other stuff programs that I have on there. My Logitech, for my web camera and all that stuff. I may do that anyway. So, but we'll see. Anyway, oh yeah. Friday we found it. I don't know if I didn't mention this on this channel before on my vlog. We had a girl that was working in records. I think she started last year sometime, I think. And because don't quote me direct. I'm bad with times and stuff. But I think she started working with records last year sometime, and she left about 2 months ago. I think it was about 2 months ago she left. I guess she left because she wanted more money. I'm assuming that's why she left. Why would anybody else leave? And I know the girl she worked with, Camille, who was like the veteran. She had got sick, and Camille wasn't. I think Camille was out for a couple of months, because I remember not seeing her for a couple of months, and you could tell when she came back, Camille, like, I don't know if she had COVID or what it was, but you could tell that she had lost weight. And so she came back, and then I guess the girl, maybe she was, I don't know, because she had to, I guess, cover for Camille, and they never got anybody to cover for Camille. I think the lady that was in charge of records for the whole group, she came down and she was there, I think, a couple of times to help her, but I think basically she was on her own, basically doing the record stuff. So she left, and she got a better job, and she left. I think it was like 2 months ago. And then Friday, the boss was telling us, we usually have a meeting every 2 weeks where he tells us about the usual anything we need to know about the company and stuff. And he says, listen, I didn't want to bring this up, but sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side. And I said, what are you talking about? And then he said, remember, I forgot her name. I can't think of her name now. He said, remember, she left to get a better job, more money, and all this stuff. Well, apparently she's coming back because apparently they haven't hired anybody to replace her, and apparently I guess the new job wasn't working out the way she wanted to, so she's coming back. I guess so. It is what it is. I don't know this. I don't know that made me. I don't know why it made me chuckle because the way he said it, I think made me chuckle more than anything. I don't have anything against the girl. I mean, you leave and I think she's 30 years old, 31 or something, whatever, and you do leave. You get a better job if you want to make more money. Hey, and you're young enough. Yeah, leave. I don't blame her for leaving and stuff, but coming back, you gotta do what you got to do. If the other job didn't work out, but luckily for her, that they didn't fill that position. So that's in a way she lucked out getting able to come back, because sometimes it doesn't always work that way. And I'm at an age myself where I'm not going anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna spend these next couple of years, and I'm gonna retire at this job. Okay, and I got my 401k. I'll have my Social Security, my Medicaid. Okay, and I'm gonna retire and live off that. And my whole thing is, my youngest brother, he's moving to Colorado, I think next year. He's waiting. He lives in Albany, my youngest brother, and I think he said he's told us before that he's waiting for his youngest daughter to start going to college. I think it's going to be next year, I think. And he works for Pepsi. He's a supervisor, so he can transfer to Colorado. And he said he wants to move out there to Colorado. So I said, hey, do what you got to do. And because I think he said it's really nice out there and stuff, and he can transfer, keep his same salary and all that stuff, and just transfer out there. I said, okay, that sounds nice. So what I'm going to do, because I'm not sure where I want to retire to. I definitely ain't going to be Florida. Okay, I can't stand Florida for various reasons. But Colorado sounds like a nice place. So I'm going to ask my brother once he moves out there and he's settled and stuff. Maybe I'll go visit him and just to see how it is out there. Because Colorado, I know they have snow. It's Colorado, so I know sometimes it's depending on what part of Colorado you're in. I think it snows there sometimes. And like I said, I'm in New York. I'm used to the change of weather. And New York, like I said, New York is just too expensive. That's the problem with New York. If you want to live somewhere comfortable and stuff, oh, I'm sorry, the thing was, my webcam froze there for a minute there, because I was looking at I'm looking at the timer and then it just froze. I saw that. But anyway, New York is just expensive. That's the problem. New York is, is just too expensive. So I'd rather go somewhere where it's nice, and a nice atmosphere, nice weather, and it's nice people. I just don't want to go to I don't want to go to one of these small towns where everything shuts down at like 9 o'clock or something like that. I want to go to a nice modern city. And Colorado sounds like a nice. I'm sure Boulder, wherever my brother's moving to. It'll be a nice modern city. I know people who like to go to. I'm not moving to one of these small towns where everything shuts down. Like I said, when we used to go, when we went to when my grandfather died, and then when my grandmother died, and I remember we went down there to for the funerals and stuff, and then everything basically shuts down like at 9 o'clock, everything shuts down in that small town. I said I don't want to live in a place like that where everything shuts down. Okay, I want to, I'm used to city life, so I want to be in a place that's a nice, clean, modern city. Okay, and you get things to do, like you can go to plays or something and go to see baseball games and stuff and all that stuff. So I want to be able to do that. So hopefully my brother's moving to a kind of a modern city. I don't know exactly where in Colorado he's moving to, but I think he's moving to one of these big cities. So that's what I want to do. I'll check that out, and I'll look at other places as well. But I definitely want a nice place where I can just buy a small house or a small or buy a condo, and just live out the rest of my life. Waking up when I want to. Doing what I want to. Maybe get a part-time job if I want to, and stuff. Just but just doing what I want to do. Taking a vacation here and there, and just just relaxing. I want to just get out. It's not I hate New York or anything. It's just like I said, New York's just too expensive. That's the problem. New York is way too expensive in terms of taxes and stuff. I mean, you want to live in a decent place, I think you gotta have money, especially in New York. You gotta live in a decent place. And I don't want to live in Albany. My brother lived in Albany up there where it snows and all that crap. I don't want to go through all that. Okay, where it snows really hard up there in Albany. But I don't want to go through that. I'd rather live in a nice, and I think Colorado. I know it snows. I think in Colorado, depending on the the city you're in. I think it does, and you get change of weather, which is change of seasons, which I like it. So I'll deal with that. But anyway, that's that. So I'm gonna after this, I'm gonna record another video for my other channel called Views and Opinions. And like I said, I'm getting that habit. I'm watching videos, a lot of videos of people, teaching you how to use OBS, doing reaction videos and stuff. And like I said, I'm gonna once I hopefully get this, figure out this password for my old computer. If not, I'm gonna factory reset it, and then I'm gonna see if I can download these movies. Like I said, there's 2 Fantastic Four movies with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans, and also Sinners. So, and then maybe do and see if I can maybe practice with the reaction video, because I know there's 2 ways I could do it. I could do it where people they drop out the video and bring it back, or they can do it where you do the. I know some people have it with the circle. You see, like you see me full screen, then you see me in a circle, then you see the thing. It's a lot of different things. I kind of want to master that first before I do this officially. So again, that's why I'm still looking at a lot of people's videos just to see, how exactly how it's done. I got a concept of how it's done, but I actually want to see if I can find one of these videos. People on YouTube, which is what's the one great thing about YouTube. People always make videos, like training videos showing you how to do certain things. And I want to see if I can find a video where they actually show you step by step. Although I'm thinking maybe they won't, because of copyright reasons, they can't really do it with a movie, but they can do it with their own videos, like show you in a circle in one corner, then show you in a big circle, and then this, and then show the movie in a little corner. Then exactly various different ways. I want to see if I can do that, but I just got to keep looking for videos that people have done it. So I'm going to keep doing, keep pushing on with that. Okay, and I still got to, and I got to call my sister too, because they still haven't told us anything about transportation, and it's June already. So I may call her and see what's up with the latest with the transportation they're thinking about getting, because I want to know. So that's very important, because when we're down there, we want to, especially like I said, my brother drives, and I can, I'll probably more likely be hanging out with him, and you want to, you don't want to have to be stuck going with it, with the, this, because my my nephews and nieces, they got they're going to be a lot of young kids there, and they want to, I know they want to do their own thing, maybe go to the beach a couple of times and stuff, and go to water parks. That's okay with them, but I want to go. I'd rather go to the national parks. I go to Virginia Beach too. I want to see how that is, and just do a bunch of other things too. And that way, if I'm with my brother, who he can drive, then we can do those things and stuff, and see other sites. And I'm not sure if my older sister is going, because I know my other sister was telling me that she wanted to bring her husband with her, and he's like I said, he has Alzheimer's, and it's going to be a big thing to take. She brings him along. She's going to have to make sure he takes his medication and all that stuff. And I know my sister was trying to tell her not to. Maybe it'd be a better thing if you if you want to relax and maybe get away from that for a week. So I don't know if that's still going on. So I got a lot of things I want to talk to my sister, and also I want to talk to her about the sleeping situations and stuff, because I know the rooms and all that stuff, and I'm not sleeping in a room with no 4 other beds. Okay, like this is the army and stuff. Okay, I'd rather share a room with my brother, because I know they got because she was telling me that they wanted to let the young kids sleep out there, because they have 2 bedrooms by the pool house. I'd rather be out by the pool house. And like I said, there's supposed to be a lot of young kids. Let them stay in that room that has the 4 beds in it. Okay, you can let them stay in there, and they can it'd be probably better for them anyway, because they're going to be going out and hanging out with each other. I'd rather, because I think one of those rooms bedrooms by the pool house, it has its own shower, and I think his bathroom and a shower, shower and all that stuff. And I'd rather sleep in one of those with me and a TV and stuff, and then me and my brother can keep that, because I want to make sure I want to do that, because I'm not sharing a room with no 4 other people. Okay, that's not happening. Like I said, I'm too old to be sharing a room with all the other young kids. Let them have those 4 bedrooms. They can put eight people in there. Okay, let them young kids sleep in there, in that 4-bedroom room that has 4 king size beds, which is like 8 people, probably more if they probably squeeze it in there. But I'd rather sleep out by the pool house and then just come in for breakfast and then come in for dinner and stuff, and then be able to go back out to the pool house with the TV and stuff and chill and relax for the evening and stuff. Okay, so I think that's what I got to talk to her about that too, because I'm definitely not sharing a room with those. I'm not being in a room with those 4 other bedrooms. Okay, that's not happening. Okay, anyway, I think that's it for now. Again, I'm going to still keep practicing and stuff. And I got to buy my tickets, and I'll make a post when I get my tickets for Superman. Definitely got to get those tickets, because I'm definitely seeing that movie twice, at least twice, that first week. Okay, so I'm definitely got to get my tickets for those. And like I said, I'm going to do a video for my other channel right after this. And then I'm going to eat. And then I'm going to see if I can screw around with my computer and get my computer, figure out my password. If not, I'm just going to factory reset it and just be done with it. Okay, anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. In the description box, I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Also have a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. If you check that out as well. Also have a link down below to my Patreon. My Patreon's only $5 as well. Over 200 videos on there. You get 5 different categories. You get 5-minute preview clips of all the content that's on there. Follow the link. It'll take you to my Patreon page. Also have a link down below to my merchandise store. As you can see, I'm wearing my t-shirt with my logo on it, Trepacer. Thank you, YouTuber Jay, for designing this for me. I also have this, and I also have the spherical circles as another design on t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, water bottles, teddy bears for men, women, unisex. Follow the link. It'll take you to the store. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trepacer saying so long. Take care.